Previously on Survivor. The swap caused players to have to reshuffle their allegiances. On the NFT tribe, despite Vibe holding the numbers, Owen and Ben linked up with Ben's flatmate Tilly and Owen's best friend Ollie from the Vibe tribe, forming a new majority. Owen also made an alliance with Toby, the other Survivor superfan in the game. The Vibe tribe lost their first challenge as a new tribe, and Phoebe was insulated by her Fire Tornado alliance with Isaac and Freddie, and her real-life friendships with Lizzie and Nogga. This left Chloe on the outs, the only Vibe tribe member without a strong relationship to Phoebe. However, the shocking reveal that Isaac would have to leave the game in the future, as well as his general off-putting demeanour, caused Freddie and Rhea to consider turning on him. At Tribal Council, the threat of Will coming into the tribe and giving the Vibe tribe numbers caused the Fire Tornado tribe to stick together, sending Chloe home, Freddie and Phoebe leaving Lizzie and Nogga in the dark. 14 remain, who'll be voted out tonight.
It might be a shock, but since the beginning, I've known that there might come a time when I'd have to leave, and every move I've done, even the latest and last one, getting Chloe voted out, all to keep the numbers in balance. I've got to go. I've enjoyed it. It's been a great experience. I can only hope that everyone does their best and I can be pleased with myself and how I performed, strategies. I think I can be confident that I couldn't have done any better with the time I had.
Do you want to come back for a second chance when you could potentially stay in it till the end?
Yeah, without a doubt. Love to come back.
Well, that was quite the day. I do feel a bit bad for Chloe being voted out, but it was either her or Isaac.
But I didn't want Isaac on because I very much trusted Isaac. And obviously I knew that he was leaving. But then, yeah, we all voted Chloe off. And I was okay with that.
So I think they decided really quickly that the four of them, because they had the majority vote, they were going to vote one of us out, and because they know me and Nogga better, that they were going to vote out Chloe. Which is so brutal because just as the vote was being cast, Isaac said, "By the way, guys, I'm quitting the show." And apparently Phoebe and Freddie knew, although Freddie was like, "Oh, I forgot." Freddie was like, "I had to honour my alliance with Isaac," which is mad to me because at no point did Freddie or Phoebe let on that there was this mad following of Isaac.
This is why I miss Isaac.
Yeah, he was committed.
He was very valuable.
Wow. Because he literally goes to the gym, we were like, who's sporty when we had to do the last times? He was like, I literally go to the gym 5 times a week. We were like...
Freak.
It does mean that going forward, and Nogga literally said to me, she was like, Phoebe and Freddie really care about alliances. So if we want them on side, we have to actually put into words, the four of us have an alliance. To be so committed that he was like, I'm quitting, let's still vote out another player, which means their tribe, our tribe, is now smaller, which makes it harder for us to win challenges. It's just beyond me. It doesn't make sense. I get loyalty to the end, but that is stupid. And I'd say it to them. I was so pissed off.
Yeah, but that was fucking tense. She was not happy.
I think I was a bit surprised at how triggered Nogga was, because I think Nogga was actually she was a bit more irritated than I thought she'd be. I thought she'd be like, yeah, obviously I get it, we're both in the same bit, but because she was so honest about saying how she wanted to vote Rhea out to me, I think she was a little bit like, okay, you should have said that you were thinking about Chloe, but I did reiterate the fact that Lizzie had the idol meant that I felt I couldn't say. I don't think it's going to affect anything, but it could. Yeah, you're going to make it to the merge.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, because if it's hopefully it'll come next week.
It is.
Yeah.
It has to be. Well, me, Lizzie, Nogga, Freddie, I think that's quite solid.
Who's your strongest alliance?
I'm inclined to say Freddie. I think Freddie. He's just never lied to me once. Never seemed like he wanted me gone at all. When it comes to the game, I think Freddie I trust the most.
So me and Ben were walking towards the challenge, and we intercepted Chloe and Rhea on the way back, and Chloe said, I've just been voted out. And I was like,
Oh my god, Chloe went home?
what? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? What were they doing? Vibe Tribe, what are you doing? That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm not fucking happy in the slightest.
I can't believe Chloe went home. That's nuts. That's genuinely nuts.
Chloe went home. I knew this would happen. I should have given Lizzie the idol and told her to play it for Chloe, because I knew after yesterday.
Aside from the fact that we have our hashtag Chloe secret alliance, which RIP, she's just a good person. She was nowhere near like the top of the list of who I thought was going to get booted out, so I don't understand. I hate that. I don't understand why people still think it's a tribal like a two-tribe game. We swapped now. It's more nuanced than that, so I don't understand why people are still playing like that.
Like, had to vote for Chloe, which I really didn't want to, because like Chloe lives underneath me and she's like an ally. Well, I mean, she wasn't, but like I could have formed an alliance with her. It just makes me miss my alliance with Ben and Owen. Although the alliance is still there, but as in they're not on my team.
And yeah, I'm just really heartbroken for Chloe because she was a close ally. I'm not sure where to go from here, really. I know people on my tribe aren't necessarily happy with that either. Ben was shocked. Me and Toby really didn't want that to happen, so...
I did know that Isaac needed to leave at some point. And it's kind of crazy that he would sacrifice Chloe just to keep the Fire Tornado numbers better in that tribe, preserve FTT. I respect the commitment, and it may well play in my advantage in the end when it comes to the merge, given I didn't know those Vibe Tribe members at all particularly well.
Phoebe and Freddie. Freddie knew that Isaac had to leave and that Isaac had to quit. Freddie knew. It's clearly self-preservation, which, yeah, fair enough. But he had to leave. So that sort of threw me for a loop, really. And, you know, Freddie I can trust, but now I just need to reevaluate where I am and my plans for the future, because Chloe was a big part of that.
Isaac quit. It's great for us because he was a strong player for forces working against us.
Yeah.
We all kind of don't want the group that like Phoebe and Freddie are kind of leading to get too far, but then it's like
But we can't do anything about
there's
it.
not really anyone on this tribe that represents that.
Yeah.
So my main targets in the game are currently all on the other tribes. There's not much I can do about that. Or is there? When they go to tribal, it's very obviously a Will boot. For me, if I give my idol to Will and tell him to play it for himself, because I think he knows he's in danger. If he plays it for himself, he can vote out one of Freddie or Phoebe just for free before the merge and just completely destroy them. They're the most likely to push for me to get voted out. And for that reason, I need to push for them to get voted out first.
Yeah, so the other night I had a dream, or it's more like a nightmare about a survivor. So we were all sat at the pub, and then Phoebe comes up to me in my dream, and it's like, Lizzie's been spreading this nasty rumour about you, and everyone hates you, and you're going to get voted out. And then everyone voted, like, the whole cast, like 17 to 1, unanimously voted me out. So happy it was just a dream, but I woke up thinking that was real, and I was like, I can't believe Lizzie said that. I feel like safety is a very, very flip-floppy thing, but In terms of social hierarchy on the tribe, I think I'm right there at the top. And also, why would you vote? Sorry, why would you vote out the quickest runner? And dare I say? Sorry, no. This is my head is so far up my own arsehole right now. I'm so sorry, but the most like physical player on your tribe. Why would you do that? Why would you vote me out? You know what I mean? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Looking forward to the challenge next week. It's the day after my birthday. I hope I come in with new wisdom.
For the next immunity challenge, the players were informed of a shocking twist. It is an individual immunity challenge, as both tribes are going to tribal council this week, and 2 people are going to be voted out.
It turns out it's an individual immunity challenge. Fuck. Okay, right. I, in my opinion, have been the best individual in the entire competition.
Everybody's going to tribal, both teams. I mean, I didn't see it coming. I'm not very observant, so maybe that's why.
The members of each tribe will have to compete against each other to balance a ping pong ball on the bottom of a red solo cup, with their arm held out straight in front of them. If their ball falls, they are out of the challenge. The last person standing on each tribe wins immunity and are safe from the vote.
So I'm in Cyprus right now, which means I was not there for the challenge this week.
Due to scheduling issues, both Lizzie and Dan were unavailable to compete in the challenge, but agreed to forego the chance for immunity.
3, 2, 1. Right, this challenge has started.
It already hurts. Stop, you're making me laugh. No.
Oh, fuck's sake, Freddie! Owen is out of the challenge. First out. Please sit down. Do not
That's so
put
embarrassing.
everything on.
I was the first one out of everyone. The first one out. So if that teaches a lesson to all of you watching, to not get cocky and to humble yourself, there we go.
Only 30 seconds into this challenge and Owen drops. Everyone else looks steady.
He's got the longest arms, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I'm so itchy.
Freddie is somehow still in this challenge. His ball
Everything is
is moving so much more than everyone else's.
I've had 3 coffees today.
That's fine, that's fine.
Sing a song.
Deck the balls. Oh no.
Freddie's.
Deck the balls with balls of holly.
Freddie is trying his strategy once again of annoying the competition into dropping.
It worked last time until I lost.
What do you call a Spanish buffalo?
I think it's safe to say no one would want to spend a road trip with the New Vibe tribe. Maybe just Freddie and Phoebe.
Come on.
What do you call a Spanish?
Toby's just starting to move.
What do you call a Spanish guy that's just got out of hospital? Oh, I know this one. Manuel.
Freddie is
Carlos.
still shaking.
Bro, I've got shaky hands, alright, leave me alone.
Freddie is, I literally have no idea how you're doing this. It's quite impressive.
Me?
I think Freddie gets a bonus point for being so, like, fucked in the hand.
Look how much my ball's fucking wiggling around.
Jiggy balls.
Freddie looks to be the least safe in this challenge.
No, I'm calm.
far.
It's just like, I've just got.
Everyone else looks pretty steady.
My arm fucking hurts though, so it's just not looking good for me. Why are the so new FTT taking it so seriously? Get over it.
No drama.
Because 7 members of your team.
Tilly is
us.
holding the ball with sass.
Yeah, period.
Oh, my arm kills. I don't know how freaks do this. It's like, you know, like when you do that in PE? That one with your arm.
Like the bleep test.
Everyone's
Owen, show
starting
them what
to
I
be a
was
bit
doing.
shaky.
Everything fucking itches.
Freddie is somehow
Itches and-
still in this
Freddie
challenge.
is
His
just
hands where you
itching.
could switch between positions.
His ball has not stopped moving since the start of this challenge. And
My
he is
hands are always shaky.
almost
and I've had
4
3
minutes
coffees
through.
and an exam earlier, so everything is just moving right now.
I think my arm is going to fall off.
Some people are going for the holding it low strategy,
Can we do that? Can I move my arm a bit?
as long as it's straight.
Low. This didn't help. I'm moving it back.
Apple bottom jeans.
Phoebe is moving her cup up and down.
Yeah, well, it's not. I've had enough already. If I'm being
Yes, at an
totally honest.
angle.
I don't even know why I'm
At what point
carrying
is
on.
it taking the like, you could just like hold it from
A
the...
third? I can't do this for 15 minutes.
Just hold it straight down.
If you lose to me after the way my hands are moving, that's embarrassing.
5 minutes into this challenge.
I'm
Everyone
done.
looks.
It
Oh,
hurts.
Phoebe drops
It
out of
fucking
Will.
hurts. I'm not doing it anymore.
First person out of the new Vibe tribe. We're down to 4.
Who's gonna carry the book?
The pose I was standing was really awkward.
I'm just more embarrassed.
I'm scared I'm gonna drop it.
I've got wonky arms. I'm not even kidding.
Wonky arms?
Yeah.
Wonky arms?
Yeah, I've got wonky arms. Like naturally, it's got a bit.
Oh, Ollie drops trying to straighten his arm, and he is out of this challenge. Freddie is somehow still in this challenge.
What do you mean somehow? I'm a fucking peace, mate.
Nogger is starting to shake a bit. Will showing some pain. Will is showing pain on his face.
Oh, fuck me!
Freddie is finally out of this challenge. We're down to 3.
See, lad, I said that for the team, right? So
it's difficult.
Should we make bets on who's going to win in our team?
I need to like all 4 of it, I couldn't tell.
Ria's next one.
Robin is holding it strong. Ben, similar.
I don't know who's going to win out of them.
Don't that much.
Everyone looking solid on the new Vibe tribe.
Oh, Robin started to struggle.
Well, don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a bit shaky.
I'm starting to shake. Oh, Tilly has a big movement.
I'm not bending.
She's not bending.
Yeah.
I'd quite like to give up, I think.
You quite like to give up?
Yeah.
My hands are really sweaty.
Tilly's hands are really sweating.
Who needs immunity? I mean, that's the real question.
I mean, this proves who may feel unsafe in their tribe or who may just want to win it for the sake
I
of
want
it.
to win.
Oh, no.
You can't touch your arm, can you?
No.
Robin is really starting to struggle.
That's the question.
I'm just quite stubborn.
Second means you have the same result. That's what it means.
You're playing against each other, babe.
And Robin drops out of the challenge. Going 10 minutes in the challenge. 10 and a half minutes, Robin drops.
How yeah, Robin?
So it is down to 3 on each tribe fighting for immunity. On NFT we have Ben. Complained about wanting to give up a couple minutes ago, but he seems to be back in it. Tilly.
Ow.
And
I love
Toby.
how it's just Tilly.
Nogger's siblings.
Nogger is starting to wobble,
I want to win.
but
I haven't won.
despite winning the first 2 challenges, Nogger. Oh, and Nogger is saying that drops. Be careful. And it is down to 2. Ria versus Will for immunity.
I dropped out quite quickly because honestly my arm was hurting and I felt quite safe. While the trial was going on, it was Will and Ria left and Freddie passed me his phone and on it, like the notes app was written, "This is just a battle to stay in."
Both Ria and Will seem in the zone, neither wanting to lose this challenge.
Don't look at me like that.
Oh my gosh, Tilly's moving.
Oh my, Tilly has moved over. Tilly, you need to straighten your arm a bit. Sorry, it's just a bit.
I'm on a walk.
Tilly
Distraction.
is showing off. Oh!
That was close.
Tilly makes a nice save.
That was awesome.
Toby looks solid. Hasn't shown signs of struggle yet. Tilly has been moving around. Oh! Like crazy.
Oi!
Ben, also in the zone.
Good lie.
Thanks, man.
What anyone is saying because it was making me laugh, so I just was like, I just was doing Bohemian Rhapsody, I did it twice.
We have 1 minute left before we have to switch to one leg in this challenge. We'll practice the transition to one leg.
I can't do it again, I'll drop it.
In a second, we are going to make a live transition to one leg, all right? If you fall during this transition, you are out of the challenge, all right? I'm gonna count down from 10. By the end of 10, you must be standing on one leg. All right, countdown begins now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the balls hit the floor. Let the balls hit
Everyone has switched to one leg. Rhea wobbles, but managed to save herself. She seems struggling. And Rhea is out of the challenge. Will wins individual immunity on his tribe. He will not get voted out in the next tribal council. You can stop. Well, you can carry on if you want. Will wins individual immunity.
I needed it. Saying that I've just been chucked into a tribe.
Alright. We now have 3 people left. Tilly, Toby, and Ben. All managing to outlast the new Vibe tribe. Ben, despite saying he wanted to drop out about 5 minutes ago. Ben, in shuffling to try and move over, falls out, and it is Tilly versus Toby. The final. Both of these two. Toby has looked like he hasn't moved. Tilly starting to wobble a bit, somehow still in this challenge, despite moving around and showing off. Straighten your arm just a bit. We are 17 and a half minutes into this challenge.
It looks like you're crossing your legs because you need a wee.
To be fair, balancing,
Toby and they're both starting to wobble.
Distracted me from the pain in my arm.
Yeah, I know, right?
If anything, it's helping.
Tilly's eyes aren't even on the cup.
Yeah, I don't need to. It's so ingrained in me now.
No. Who's most likely to win Survivor in One Direction in Warwick? Harry comes in, he says, I'm joining NFT. You say,
Zayn.
For how long? Yeah.
We have now made it 20 minutes into this challenge. Oh, just saying that, Toby starts to wobble.
That's crazy, 20 minutes.
This is like an Olympic sport. I feel like sprinting is an Olympic.
They have very different placements of their legs.
If I get a reputation for being the shittiest fucking physical player of the season.
You're the Carolyn.
Yeah.
No offense, Carolyn, if you're watching this.
She's not.
No, she will be. She knows me, okay?
Toby starting to wobble. And he is out of this challenge. Tilly wins individual immunity for her tribe. Alright.
So, just had the challenge.
Second that it was Will and Rhea, I really, really wanted Rhea to win because I wanted to keep Rhea. I wanted to keep my FTT roots going.
It was down to Rhea and Will, and I said to Phoebe, if Rhea wins, I will vote out Will. And Phoebe said that you and Freddie had already basically
been like, this is just a battle for who's going to stay
for
in.
who's going to stay with one of them.
Because whoever wins immunity here is safe, and whoever doesn't is probably going to go.
Will won immunity. I don't get to make this big move and take out what I perceive as one of my main rivals, and instead probably Rhea is going to go home.
And the thing is, I feel a bit peaked voting out, but there's no one else that I would want to vote out.
I have so much work to do. I have exams consecutively next week. If you can hear maintenance, I'm really sorry. I'm kind of in the danger zone, in the firing zone.
But then Rhea, she's very sweet. Built up a lot of trust there. She'd done a lot to help the team, and I really wanted to keep her, but I'm not going to vote out Freddie, I'm not going to vote out Nogger, I'm not going to vote out Lizzie. So that's kind of just that.
Then that means if we lose another challenge, I still have someone who I'm happy and willing to vote out. I'd be able to vote Will out.
Yeah, I think I have better lying skills than I would say than anyone in the game. I think it's better that way. I don't think they should know, but then I get worried, what if someone does it to me? It's just going to get peaked now, because it's going to be we're going to merge, aren't we?
Yeah.
So then there's going to be and I feel honestly, my first target is going to be Toby or Tilly. I just feel like New Vibe is stronger than New FTT as well. I just feel like there's something about, I think the people in New FTT who were in FTT were always apprehensive about joining with the Vibe people. They didn't have the pre-existing friendships that some of us do in New Vibe.
You, Freddie and Lizzie are actually having a good time as I'm turning out challenges and having fun.
Will has immunity, which I think is kind of annoying. And then Tilly got immunity for the other team. Great for Tilly. I'm actually so glad Tilly's having a good time. Such a turnaround. Rhea and Will are not in the kind of alliance that me, Freddie, Phoebe and Nogga have going on. So Nogga said that she's spoken to Phoebe and that they're all voting for Rhea. And I feel a bit concerned because I just worry about my position because I obviously wasn't there. It's just, you know, you have to think about these things as like, could I be being played? Tiny part of me is thinking, if they're talking about voting out big threats, I probably am a much bigger threat than Will or Rhea. If they all tell me that they're voting for Rhea, I might not use my immunity idol to protect myself. So, I don't know.
So we have 6 members of our team now, one of which is immune. So that leaves me to vote between Rhea, Phoebe, Nogga and Lizzie, which is put me in a bit of a predicament because I don't really want to lose Rhea. I think she could be an ally, but then that begs the question who to vote for instead of her. Right,
Okay.
what are you saying? And I've spoken to Robin, who obviously I have my little alliance with.
I think we need to work out who is the biggest threat to us.
And I was like, Freddie, I need your advice. I need a little bit of wisdom because he's the one person I feel like I can 1000% trust in here.
So this week, I'd be very surprised if Rhea didn't get voted out. Which is a shame because I'd prefer to keep Rhea in, but this would be a real shame. I'm very good at speaking quietly. I don't feel that threatened at the moment because Rhea and Will are the obvious ones. I think Phoebe would turn on Lizzie before she turned on me.
Realistically, the pecking order is Rhea, Will and Lizzie. I think with your team, it's like, there are easy people to get out now.
But then once you get
But
down to it, it's
in
gonna be
the
tough.
long run. I
don't want to go for Phoebe. Phoebe would probably stick on our side when it came to the merger. And she could be a useful ally. And because she's quite divisive at times, if it came to it, I don't think it'd be that difficult to convince people to vote her out. But that leaves Nogga and Lizzie. I would advocate for getting rid of Nogga because that loses Phoebe, a close ally. I think that Nogga has proven to be very strong. She's also Phoebe's closest ally. So tactically, I think it makes the most sense to get rid of Nogga. But that would require getting a minimum of 3 votes, and that relies on a split vote for the last 3, which is probably unlikely.
I think we need to work out who we're trying to get up to the merger.
Assuming I make it to the merger, I'd be surprised if the merger was at a number smaller than 10.
If we're talking in 10 people,
if there's one person I'm going to go to advise, it's Freddie. But I have to speak to him to see what he's doing as well to make sure that we're both going to get there.
I guess
I don't know. I'll speak to my team, I'll let you know what happens.
I'll keep you updated.
He was like, you just got to do what you got to do to get through. And I was like, yeah, I know that, Freddie, but what is that exactly? What would you do? Also, I'm walking like this. I've literally just woken up and I really need a wee. You can't see this, but I'm crossing my legs as I do this confessional, so I should probably just go wee rather than doing this. But I wanted to form an alliance with Owen, Dan, and then as an extension of Owen, Ollie. However, I think the actual alliance I wanted to form to swing the vote is Owen, Ben and Dan.
Owen and Dan are 2 people that I genuinely know that I'm pretty sure that I'll vote in they'll vote in unison with me.
I have not got a clue how this game works. I'm only in it so far because I've won most of the challenges, and then Caitlin was an obvious person to get voted out. So I'm going to keep the people that I think know what's going on my side.
Before, last week I was going to vote out weaknesses, which to me were, love them both, but to me that was Tilly and Ollie.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously less Tilly for All Stars.
The issue is that I don't think Ben will vote Tilly out, and I don't think Owen will vote Ollie out. Which leaves us with Toby.
I'm going to say something.
Go on.
Toby.
You gonna vote him out?
It depends whether or not I can get enough people to agree with me.
I don't think I'd want him post-merge. I don't think he'd vote for me on jury. He's incredibly good at the game, but all the knowledge he has, Owen has as well.
Toby is objectively the biggest threat. Toby knows Survivor, inside out. If Toby's in the game, we're not getting to final 2.
Yeah, to be fair.
Will it backfire on me?
I don't know. I don't know what. I think Owen could probably be persuaded.
Toby and I have never had an alliance. Toby has never claimed to be anything to me in this game. and I've never claimed to be anything to Toby in this game.
I think we strategically have to get rid of people now.
Definitely a risk. I think it's one that could pay off, and if it does pay off, it would be big.
Like, obviously we're friends, IRL, but you know, like, I need to get him out, but like, I know where we stand with each other.
Boom. Robin.
Tilly won individual immunity, which is amazing. Good for her.
So Tilly, I'm very happy, has protection because she's got the immunity. And so that's great news. So nice.
Congratulations for winning individual immunity. This is your individual immunity necklace.
Okay, thank you. I will hold on to it. It's stunning. Where did you get this?
I never would have thought, really, and I really did underestimate that girl. But you know what? Tilly has really proven herself recently, and I'm really enjoying it, honestly, especially from the first challenge of her getting launched by Freddie. It was very interesting that Will happened to win immunity. Will and Rhea were the two most likely to go this week, especially Will. It's not looking good for Rhea. It's really not looking good for Rhea, but I'm happy that all of them who were just so set on voting out Will now actually have to put in some hard work. But yes, so Tilly won immunity, and then afterwards went to the duck.
Me, Ben, Tilly, Owen, and the other person in our tribe, Ollie. We keep forgetting that Ollie is in the game. We had a little discussion, and kind of naturally it ended up focusing on Dan and Robin, obviously.
Me, in a very not so subtle way, decided to tell everyone my strategy.
Owen is quite keen to go for Dan first. He feels Toby.
I thought if I don't put Dan's name out there as our target for this week, it would be a disservice to me and my game, and for Toby's game as well.
He reckons Toby is too big of an asset at this stage because he knows the game a lot.
He knows the game.
And also when he gets to the merge, he'll become a big target because everyone will see him as a threat.
Me and Toby this week have definitely solidified each other as allies.
Ben and Owen kind of brought up Freddie and Phoebe and Nogger, and they were kind of lumping in Lizzie with that as well, which I'm okay with, because if people think we're not friends, then that's great for me. And so they were saying we need to kind of try and weaken them, knock down their numbers.
I think it's important to get rid of Dan this week. Robin is probably second on the list, just because she's another one that has potential ties to that group. You know, Phoebe, Lizzie, Nogger.
My initial perception was that Robin would be more of a pawn for them. I don't know if Dan is actually at all affiliated with that group. I think the main connection he has is with Lizzie, and Lizzie is kind of my in there, so I don't know if it's going to be best for my game to take out Dan.
I don't feel safe anymore. I might be a little bit vulnerable. I don't know Ben really at all.
A few days ago I would have said Ben, because I have no personal connections with him. But then I've kind of done the maths of, like, if I keep Ben, then I can line with him and Owen and Tilly. And so, like, keeping him in benefits with me with a lot of numbers.
And if we can keep our names out of the picture for another week, then
that's true.
Good. Really enjoying the idea of me and Owen being like a little secret duo. People don't seem to recognise that when we were at the pub and Toby was doing his, you know, oh, people have various, I'm just going to eat a mini roll. People have their little alliances and people have who they won't vote for each other. So and so and so and so, Ben and Tilly, etc. Nobody really recognises that me and Owen. What's going on?
No one sees me and Ben as a duo at all. I'm not sure how we managed to keep it secret, but...
And that's very good news. I was hoping a similar thing would happen with Rhea, is why I'm concerned that she may well go home this week. My thoughts on Will winning, I think he had to. He keeps dodging it. 2 in a row, he's got immunity. He's very lucky. Yeah, I think he'd have gone home otherwise.
This is really my first time calling a shot. I don't want a voting block of Phoebe, Nogger, Lizzie and Dan as a 4. I want to be the big voting block.
It feels bad for Dan.
Yeah, that's the game.
Voting for anyone is like really difficult because like, I've got past tribe and new tribe coming together. It's gonna feel more like a backstab if I vote for someone in my past tribe.
I feel like maybe there'd be some resentment against me now. When you see
Are you ever going to speak to him again?
Yeah. If I have to be objective and I have to choose someone, and I'm gonna stick with what my group, my little alliance is going with, which would be Dan.
We're going to vote out Dan next week, I think, Tribal Council. Would you sacrifice your own position in the game for the sake of a potential friendship with somebody you don't know that well?
Is it bad if I say yes?
Yes. Yeah. The Puppet Master continues to run the game. I don't know whether to bring Robin on board. I think I won't make that my decision.
I feel like next week after this double tribal will be the merge, and it's gonna be messy.
I like making friends. Oh my god, I sound like such a pathetic piece of shit. Oh my god.
I'm not going home this week.
I'm interested to see who the other team decides a target, like from their team. I think that people might start getting stressed about Toby, and if they don't vote out Toby because they still think he's like too good a player, which he is, then Ben could get voted out. Robin, I think, could get voted out. Not because she's a threat, but I think because she's got friendships, but she's not really been around.
Hey. Hello. It's Robin and Owen and Ollie.
There's 7 of us. We need 4 people, and I'm safe. I'm gonna have to speak to Owen. Ollie will do what Owen does.
We need 4 people to get together and agree on a decision, and we'll automatically
4
get
out of
through.
7, yeah.
That will guarantee us through next.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone on our tribe has an idol, so it's fine.
The only person who I know confirmed has an idol is Izzy Hart.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Also, like, I know it sounds like, but like, I'm genuinely not having this chat with everyone. I really 100% trust you guys. So, like, are we all on the same page? Are we? Like, we're all on the same.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Okay.
Robin has been paranoid this entire week. I mean, I would be too if I wasn't so sure that I wasn't going home.
If we're now all playing for ourselves,
Yeah.
rather than as a team, Toby sort of starts to lose value because he was a very strong player, but the reason we were keeping him in was because he wins challenges for the team, but he's no longer winning for the team, he's winning for himself.
I feel like I'm sort of torn because I know that everyone will. I feel like everyone knows, even on the other tribe, everyone like sees him as a threat. So I feel like even if he does get to merge, he will have such a big target on the back. He won't be an issue to us.
Do you think?
I think so because I think Phoebe will go for him. I think Lizzie will go for him.
Owen was very quick to protect Toby when I was speaking with him about it, and I was like, interesting that you say that. Why?
Shit. Okay. Well then, yeah. So then that kind of changes things.
But I think
I have this like gut feeling there is a chance that they could be going to final 2 together.
I don't know. I feel bad for Dan because he wasn't here this week.
Yeah, I do think Dan would be like an easy target.
Yeah.
But
I in my sort of mindset, I was thinking about like in merge, you don't want to get there and be against like a group of 6 that are like really tight, or like a group of 5 that are really tight, because that's just a massive voting block.
I have this like fear. I have this suspicion. I've had it since like week 1 or week 2. There are 2 people on this show who know everything there is to know about Survivor, or at least like have the most Survivor knowledge, and that is Owen and Toby. Like, that's just a fact. Owen, I feel like his strategy is like, oh, Owen, like, to try and get through it, which is because we all love him. Like, he's this very sweet, he's this very sweet guy, and he's very likable, and so we all kind of love Owen. And I think he's preying on that pre-existing likeableness to sort of get him through. Owen, he kept joking about like, oh, my villain arc edit.
If that statement makes me a villain, someone has to be.
Why is Zan making a villain arc edit of you unless there is a villain arc edit going on?
I'm not sure like what you think, but in my head, because Dan was quite close to that, Dan would probably join that.
Yeah, but the thing
but
is,
also again, like, we have a really good rapport with him. Like, I feel like I really wanted him, so it's him being on our time. So I don't know.
If there's one person I don't trust in the long term, I think it's Owen. And I think that Owen is a good game player, and I think he'll do what it takes, but I also think like he's obviously like a very lovely guy, and he has a lot of empathy. He's like a very empathetic person. I think he's a sensitive soul, and I say that with the utmost love and respect. Like, I think it's good to be sensitive. I think that like you can't just shut all of that off, right? Even if you're playing a game. So I think that my strategy is get Owen on my side.
I will follow you guys if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree.
And I was like, I need him to think that he's trusting me, because I feel like on his confessional he's going to be like, Robin trusts me, I've got Robin. My idea is that everyone just sort of thinks like I'm just sort of like quite naive.
Yeah, okay, but I'll speak to you later. I'll leave you to keep me updated with your decision. And I trust you guys. I'll have your back if you have mine. I promise I'm not going to vote for you. Please don't vote for me. Okay. Bye, love you.
I can't make a show of things. I can't be too bold. I've got to listen to what other people are saying and then agree with them. As long as Owen isn't playing me.
We're at the point now where people are looking at who is a threat, like who do they think is actually like hungry to win and is like good enough to win. Like I don't think people are just gonna go, oh, who am I not friends with anymore? Like friendships have been made, alliances have been formed. People are going to start voting out people they don't want in the last 2 weeks.
Olga sent me this message, which I think is interesting. She said, I think people are going to start voting out threats now, especially someone like Toby.
I think technically him and I do still have an alliance, but it's hard for me to see how he's going to be able to sustain these million alliances that he's got.
Yeah,
because
they're
how
not
long
real.
can I sustain that alliance with him? It's not real, not on 13.
Apparently, like, Phoebe and Nogga think that because Toby is a threat because he's good at stuff and he's not been shy about the fact that he wants to win, that he's at risk, which is not good for me because I know for a fact that, like, as long as Toby stays in, he's fighting my corner in the same way that I'm fighting his. So I need Toby to stay. But I literally said to him, I was like, you need to solidify some alliances within your current tribe because I can't help him.
So, I just thought I'd film this conversation because
Toby comes walking over to me and starts pulling out his camera, and I'm like, oh shit, something about Survivor. I'm about to be told something about Survivor. Fun, I'm getting the tea. I'm excited to work with Toby. I feel like we could be a really good duo.
I think this is someone you should know as someone I'm closely aligned with. I have it on good authority that the owner of the Fire Tornado Idol is Mr. Freddie Peach.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Freddie Peach. It was found by Freddie.
Oh, I literally, as soon as I found out the clue, I went straight there.
Oh my god, oh my god. I mean, yay for Freddie, really yay for Freddie, but I searched for that as soon as I got the clue. As soon as I got the clue. As soon as Ben figured out it was Milburn, he went straight fucking there. And I went straight fucking there, and I couldn't find it. And Freddie just used his little skateboard to get there sooner.
Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd bring it. Yeah, because I think it's important.
That's interesting.
But this also worries me now that the opposing tribe have two idols.
We said like we would let each other know. Yeah. If we had one. And also, so I walked past that spot all the time as Freddie. And he must have known that he's had it all the time. I just walked past it. Oh.
Me and Freddie, I remember having a conversation with him, and he told me that he would tell me if he found an idol, and I told him that I would tell him if I found an idol. And if Freddie decides to join Lizzie and Nogga and Phoebe together, that is seriously worrying for me, Toby, Ben, Ollie, Killy, Rhea.
I feel so stupid. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
He didn't tell me at all. Just because we're on different tribes now doesn't mean we still can't work together. I don't know. I'm a bit thrown for a loop. Is that a word? I'm a bit thrown. Maybe he doesn't want an alliance with me. I don't know. Hello. I'm filming this as a sort of I joke about being the villain of the season a lot, but I'm so just paranoid now, and like if people just think I'm actually genuinely like a snake or a fucking awful human. Like, I know I'm playing the game hard, but that's because I fucking care, and the reason why I have alliances with so many people isn't because I'm a snake, it's because I want people to like me. And I fucking try so much every single day of my life for people to fucking like me, and even if people say they do, I still don't believe it. I think people think I'm annoying or I'm overbearing or I'm doing too much, and honestly I think there is some truth in that. Before uni, I never really had friends that were meaningful. I don't know, I just get taken back to the days where I was 17, 18, and I was really struggling for friendships, and I feel like I've just carried that with me into the game, and I'm just getting paranoid and getting too emotional. Like, I just care about the game. I just care. I don't want people to see that as me being a snake, because that's not who I am. And I don't want that to be portrayed. I'm just somebody who works hard, and I have been working hard. Maybe I'm next to go. Who knows? Survivor's really difficult, really, and for someone as paranoid as me, and for someone who is maybe not the most self-confident, or maybe someone who's quite self-conscious and fearful that people don't like him, it's probably not the best environment. I feel quite scared. I don't know.
So we've got the votes. The obvious move in order to stay with the rest of the team is to vote for Rhea, because I'm pretty sure that's the first choice for Nogga, Lizzie and Phoebe. But I don't really want to vote for Rhea.
Now I'm just questioning, like, who do I actually have alliances with? Freddie said him and Phoebe not collectively, but like both decided to trick Chloe.
If I sense some uncertainty from the rest, or at least 2 others, then maybe we'll figure something out.
I feel like at this point I would like to claim the title and dub myself Princess Paranoia. If I do get voted out, I will be so gutted. I'm gonna bring my immunity idol just in case if I get I pick up serious vibes. I think I will get votes because Rhea's got to vote for someone and she'll probably vote for me, and that's so fair. I don't know.
If I got to me, Lizzie, Nogga and Freddie, I would be stressed. I would not know what to do. That would be a bit shaky, but I think the tribes might merge before that's a thing that's going to happen.
If the die is cast and I can't save Rhea, then I have to vote for her to show solidarity with everyone else. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
We all kind of mutually agree. LOL.
Alright, welcome back to Tribal Council, a new Vibe tribe. Nogga, unfortunately, is unable to make it, but Lizzie has been told Nogga's vote, and so Lizzie will be casting that vote. So, Phoebe, what was your reaction to having to do an individual immunity challenge?
I mean, the thing is, we all saw it coming. Like, we knew that it was on its way, and it felt like when it began, it was quite a battle of who's gonna feel safe enough to be able to lose the trial. I feel like some people probably felt a bit more at risk and put a bit more effort into it. It was just a very different vibe to any of the challenges we've done before, where it's been oh, we really want to win for each other, blah blah blah. It was more who needs to win this to feel safe.
So Lizzie, do you think that may have potentially messed up your tribe's sense of unity?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when it's it's the nature of the immunity challenge is every man for himself kind of thing. It's you want immunity, I feel. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't here, so I don't know what the dynamic was like in the room.
So Freddie, after the challenge, do you think there's been much discussion as to who may potentially be on the outs? It is even FTT Vibe, or at least originally. Yeah. Do you think that may play a hand in the vote?
Well, if there have been discussions, I've not been privy to them. I'll say that much. I've not really spoken to anyone all week, so I don't know. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do.
You say that every week.
It's actually true. No, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Freddie's fucking rogue. You're I make my decision at the last second.
I've done that at least 3 times. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
So Will, coming into this new tribe, how has it been for you? Obviously you want immunity.
So it's been weird. I've met these tribe members literally once, and I guess that's part of the reason why I needed to win immunity, because I just felt I needed to. I was a little bit unsafe, so in a precarious position, so I had to win, and I did. So you're all in danger, basically.
Rhea, how are you feeling in this tribe? You almost won immunity.
I'm feeling a little nervous because I don't really know the other members of the team as much as I know each other from their tribes before. And I wish I had more time to have met more
Well, I guess we'll see how that plays out. It is time to vote. I'll read the votes.
Show us your vagina, and you're like, no, that would be pedophilia. And I was like, I'd do it. I'd show you mine if you show me yours.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I'm good.
I'll read the votes. First vote. Rhea. Phoebe. One vote Phoebe, one vote Rhea. Rhea. 2 votes Rhea, 1 vote Phoebe. 3 votes Lizzie. Lizzie. 2 votes Lizzie, 2 votes Rhea, 1 vote Phoebe, 1 vote Matt. The 7th person voted out of surviving Roots of War. Rhea. That's 3, that's enough. And grab your torch. There we go. Alright. Rhea, the tribe has spoken. Well, it seems that was an interesting vote, and we'll see how your tribe recovers and grab yourself head out.
I have not to grab.
Toby.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about today.
I feel a little bit unsettled, but we just have to wait and see what happens.
So obviously I've not been here.
Personally, I mean, your name has been floating around a bit, but for me, it makes a lot more sense to like go for someone who I don't really know. So kind of Ben comes to me as like the...
Yeah, Ben would be my obvious choice because he's the one person that I didn't know before we became a tribe.
Maybe Dan would defend me. That's the tricky thing.
How much has my name been playing around?
It's a little bit.
A little bit.
Tribal council is this afternoon, and I think Dan is going. I think Dan's going because I think it's the easy option, which is really, really harsh, unless everyone swindled me. I think my brain just always thinks I'm like totally fucked in those situations. Like, I just don't trust anyone or anything. And it's becoming a bit of an issue because I realise I'm starting to treat everyday life like Survivor. Everyday life is not like Survivor. I sort of go around and I'm like, who can I trust, who can I not trust, who can I form an alliance with? Like, remember, that's not an alliance, that's a friendship.
Okay, so update. I'm not overthinking anymore. I'm fine. Because I realised overnight, in my sleep, in my dreams, that in life, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. I'm not going to answer to the snake allegations. I'm not going to do that. Because what I will answer to is being a certified bad bitch that's going to win Survivor. So, losers!
Drunk confessional time. Zan read my fortune earlier, and the results were a little bit ambiguous, believe it or not, for tarot cards. But they perhaps said that I'm going to win Survivor. They also possibly said that I or somebody around me is pregnant. I don't think I'm pregnant. Or possibly that I'm going to help Tilly to the final and help her win. Which I'd be down for, but I really like the idea of me winning. Fate is on my side. Destiny has my back. Time to do the gods proud.
This could
Do
be
you
my...
think Robin will vote for you?
I don't think so, because she messaged me and I said I'm feeling nervous, and she said I don't think you have anything to worry about, unless she's playing a game. But I don't think she would, because we get on pretty well. Like,
Yeah,
now an alliance seems to have been formed that's me, Owen, Toby, Ben, and I guess by like association, Tilly and Ollie.
Toby, me, Ollie, Ben, Owen. It's a new group.
I think whether intentional or not, Owen has a lot of influence. People like Owen, people trust Owen. People will do what Owen says. If Owen thinks that I've like unconditionally got his back and like he's already strong alliance for me, then he's gonna want to keep me in.
I don't think she likes the Dan plan, but if she sees the rest of us voting for it, she will follow. I'm making it through this week. I'm completely fine. Is the Dan vote too easy? Am I just that good? I don't know. I feel like I've had it really easy this entire game. It's really fucking easy. And everyone trusts me, and everyone likes me, and I have an alliance with everyone. But I feel like there is something not right, because there's no way that this could be going this good for me. Maybe Lexi's gonna come back from the dead and vote me out. Who knows?
I'm gonna need to do what I do best and twist and manipulate, but from the shadows.
Everyone keeps like making up plans, like, oh, I know exactly how to get through this person, and I think we should vote this person out. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little lost on that front.
I'm the Phantom Menace, Palpatine, right now. I'm not officially Chancellor yet. I'm not officially in charge of the Republic. Instead, I'm the Senator for Naboo. I'm me. I'm just me. But I'm pulling the strings, both sides, pulling the strings. Then I will step out from the shadows, become Chancellor, and become visibly in charge. But they think only of one side. And then I'll get my Count Dooku, which will be probably Owen, someone I trust. I'll need to start grooming somebody from somewhere else to become my new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful. And then when the merge happens, that's Order 66. Attempts on my life will have left me visibly scarred and deformed, but that'll be fine. The game of Survivor will be reorganized into a new galactic empire. This is crazy. This is also deep.
Yeah, I think calls will really come out and people will start getting catty and really personal. I just hope I don't get caught in that crossfire.
So many moving parts.
Tribal Council, NFT Tribe. Woo! Owen, how's your week been? How's the tribe been following?
Amazing. My week's been amazing. I feel amazing.
No, how's the tribe? Not you.
Oh, right. Good question. I feel like we're actually quite high morale, and we're chill. We're chilling now. It's less dramatic than my last one, so I take that as a win.
Tilly, so you won immunity this week.
Yeah.
You are wearing your necklace.
I'm wearing the necklace. I'm wearing
Can you switch your turns?
I thought that was a fashion choice. How are you feeling about winning immunity?
Pretty good.
Do you think that you would be at risk if it wasn't for the necklace?
Oh, absolutely. I think most people here would probably go.
Tilly, don't say that.
Oh, am I not meant to?
Yeah, what's my confession? I actually got into my Google Drive.
No, I don't think I'd probably be people's first choice, but I think I would be at threat, like at a disadvantage.
So Toby, what do you think that the vibe of this tribe is? Do you think that you're a cohesive unit, especially looking into the future, potentially the merge may be coming up?
I mean, yeah, I think we've got a good group of people here. In an ideal world, we wouldn't have to vote everyone out, and we would go and kick the new Vibe tribe's ass at merge. But sadly, we've got to get rid of someone. But the people that remain after this, I think, will be able to stick together going into the merge.
So you are a swapped tribe, and you've actually sat FTC
actually,
versus Vibe in the Tribal Council. Ollie, is that not a factor going into it? Do you not think that old Vibe loyalties, may potentially, with you guys having the majority, maybe you'd want to vote one of the new, the Fire Tornado tribe members?
Because personally, I think it would be silly because there's already the old Vibe tribe who are in new Vibe tribe. I feel like there are some alliances forming there which wouldn't necessarily benefit the new Fire Tornado old Vibe tribe members, and with merge coming up probably soon, it wouldn't make sense. It would make more sense to stick as
Who's that alliance?
I have thoughts. I'm not sure. I don't want to say.
Why not? If you trust the tribe, surely.
Actually, wait.
If
Yeah,
you trust
that's
everyone in the
true.
tribe,
I think-
surely you know who.
Oh yeah, I feel like Lizzie is not good. That kind of collective. Phoebe. Possibly Freddie.
So Ben, what do you have to consider when voting someone out? You know, what are you basing your vote off of tonight?
Politics and the politics at play within our tribe, and the power dynamics and the intricacies and subtleties of the negotiation within whatever group we have going on here, and who falls into place with my personal interests and the larger interests of the group.
Diplomatic king. Diplomatic king.
So Dan, you are at the challenge. Do you think that could potentially put you at risk this week?
Oh, massively. I'm absolutely shitting myself. Basically, this has been the first week where I haven't been reached out to, so I am suspicious that there have been conversations without me.
I'm not actually said that.
I think I'm still, when I'm here, I think I'm a strong player. So I'm not 100% convinced that I'm like threatened right now. This is definitely the most nervous I've been for a trial week.
Well, with that, it is time to vote. Owen, you're up.
Oh, me?
Oh my god, I don't. Fuck it.
Guys, you're not allowed to talk this way. Not allowed to talk. It's already on place.
What we agreed.
I've never genuinely felt so stressed about our tribal.
Toby and Owen were whispering, and I heard like she doesn't know. Something's going on. Something's going on. They're either all voting for me, and if they're not voting me out, then that means Dan is going, and that genuinely upsets me because he shouldn't be going. It's Ollie, and it's my fault. I feel like it's my fault because I thought it was just an easy vote. Because Ollie doesn't. They're voting me out. I just suddenly realised they are, aren't they? Oh my god, they're voting me out. Oh my god. That's insane. Oh, I don't know. Because if I vote Dan, it's wrong. But if I don't vote Dan and they haven't voted me out, then I've really fucked myself over. I can't go vote Ollie because then I'll kill my alliance with, oh my god, they're voting me out. Which means that if they're voting me out, then I might as well just say fuck it and vote Owen. But I can't risk it. I didn't think this through. Oh my god, they're voting me out. Well, it's been a good time.
Alright, I'll read the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
What's going on? I've got me. I was like, does he?
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the vote. Ben. Dan. One vote Ben, one vote Dan. Third vote. Dan. Dan.
Nice to meet you guys.
Dan. There's 4 votes down. Sixth person voted out of Survivor, Roots of War. Dan.
Thanks guys. Nice to meet you.
That's 5, that's enough. Grab your torch.
So excited.
Wait, let me make sure I look good.
Dan?
Yeah.
The tribe is broken. Next time on Survivor.
1, 2, 3,
NFT! Well, me, Lizzie, Nogga, Freddy. I think that's quite solid.
Cute colour.
You're all liars and you're all crazy. I don't believe anything any of you say.
Oh my god, my heart is beating.